Hello and welcome to Wireman's Whimsy. Today we are going to make this lovely happy birthday card using the Art Gallery stamp set, the Floral Gallery dies, the dies from the Stitched So Sweetly set, and we're also going to use some of these lovely gold glitter enamel dots. So to make the card, we are going to need a Poppy Parade card base, a piece of the Fine Art Floral DSP cut to 5 1/4 by 4. We'll need a scrap of Poppy Parade to fit the larger of the two dies, and a scrap of Whisper White, or the basic white cardstock, to use with the smaller of the two dies. And we'll need a piece of the white cardstock, large enough to put the little group of flowers die and cut 2 of the little flowers out. So there's quite a bit to do with this one. It does make a really lovely card. There's just a bit to keep organized with this one. So I am going to put this down and just use adhesive on the back of the card and just place it down, and then that step's done. And we just line it up, drop it down like that, and I'll put that up there so you can still see it. And I'm just going to pop this out of the way for now. Okay, so we need to stamp the leaves and buds. This is this stamp right here, and it's all in one. I'm going to stamp it all in Old Olive because we're only using part of the image. So I'll stamp the whole thing in Old Olive. Just pop it down in the corner like that, and then I'm using the two-step stamping with the flowers. And so I'm using first value and second value in the Poppy Parade. So using this flower here, I'm going to stamp away so I get second value. And I'm just going to do it this way just so that I've got room for the dies on the page. And so stamp away again. There we go, there's that one. And then I'm going to take the center and I am going to do it full value, just right in the middle. It just gives it a little bit of depth. I'm not sure if this centerpiece was designed to go with this flower or not, but I quite like it, so I am going to use it. And then we can run this through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss, and I will just set that up and do that now. And then we are going to need to cut out the mats for the greeting. So I can actually do those both at the same time, and I'm just going to put this together. I just need a Post-it note to hold this in place. So I'll just get a Post-it note out of the drawer and stick this down. Sorry, I'm off camera. I'm talking to you with a big blank screen, so I apologize for that. So I'm just going to run this through, and there we go. Okay, so that's that one done. So I'll take that off. I'll take this one off, and then I'm going to just use my scissors and trim the corner off because I don't need the rest of the paper to go through the machine. So I get those little bits out of the way. And okay, so I'm going to put this down. I'm going to use the die again here, and I am going to Post-it note it down so it stays put like that. And these ones I can cut out at the same time as well. And again, we put them through at an angle so there's no solid edge going through the rollers. Just like that. And sometimes the magnets really move the dies around, but you can wiggle those. And if you need to use a Post-it note to stick it down and where you want it, use a Post-it note. Okay, so that's stuck down, and I am going to have to move this one up a little bit and out of the way. There we go. So I just need to find my other plate now, sandwich it all up, and run it through the machine. So some videos I have all this pre-done and we just assemble the card, but other videos I like to show all the steps involved and how we actually get to all the pieces that we need to put together. So some of the ones where we do everything, the video is just a little bit longer. So just take all these apart, put that there, put the dies out of the way. And there's my other flower, and I can put my cutting plates and that out of the way. So now I've got my scallop edged piece here, and I am going to use the happy birthday. There's lots of different greetings on here, but I particularly need a birthday card. So I am just going to pop this down in the bottom corner here. Just like that. So the nice thing about the photopolymer stamps is you can line them up really, really well. Okay, and I can use my adhesive and just put that down right on the mat like this. Let's line it up, center it, drop it down, and I can put it right on the card. I'm going to use dimensionals to put it on the card. And there's my dimensionals. Sometimes I'm pretty sure you guys in the video can see where things are before I can on these videos. So we'll put on our dimensionals, and that little trick that my friend Tanya taught me to lift up the backs, and you just press in the middle and it pops those sides right up. And you try not to stick it to your work surface. Okay, so you can put this wherever you like. In this one, there's a bit of a gap right here in the background. So I'm just going to pop it right in the middle of the card like that. Now, to build the greeting piece, I cut off the leaf like that, and I cut off the stem. And I just kind of round the edges a bit so it doesn't look like it's just a straight line cut. So there. And this, you can save this piece for something else if you want. I've just put it off to the side. And I know that I want my flowers to be about here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and trim the end of this one off, just like that. And I've done it just a little bit differently for this one. So the way I cut it out. So I'm just going to place the pieces where I think I'd like them to be. And then I'm going to figure out where my flowers are going to go. And so my flowers are going to go like that. So I am just going to lift that off. I'm going to leave that leaf there so that I have a guide for where I need to put my first piece down. And I'm going to put it down like that, so it comes off the edge of the matting there. And then I'm just going to add the leaf in, and then I dimensionalize the first flower with 2 dimensionals. The other thing I love to use is dimensionals. They give so much life and action to the cards. And then I just place this on wherever I'd like it to be. And so this one can go right there like that. Now this one is going to tuck in behind, and it's going to be off, coming off here, but this is already dimensionalized. So I'm only going to dimensionalize the top piece here. So just put a dimensional there. And then I'm going to just put a little bit of adhesive on the other side because it's all going to just rest on there. So just like that. Now we need to put the gold glitter enamel dots on. And I use my tool here. It's called a Take Your Pick tool. I always call it Pick a Tool, but it's actually called Take Your Pick. So I'm just going to lift up the enamel dot and I'm going to put it down. And this one, it's a bit further over. This one is a bit further this way. So I've got just a bit more room to put these dots on this one. So I'm going to put one there and then one there. And the nice thing about the Take Your Pick tool is, especially with the enamel dots, is it really helps you place them so that you've got them exactly where you want them. So just like that. And that is the card built. So thank you very much for watching today. If there is anything that you would like to purchase, please use the links below. And I hope you have fun creating and using this idea to come up with your own ideas. So we will see you next time. Thanks so much.